Yo, 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 what's good, podcast land? How y'all doing this evening? As y'all know, this is the Who They Want podcast show, the podcast show that does everything that they don't. And it is time for another Artistry Tuesday segment. And if you heard Entrepreneurship Monday, then you already know we got a legend in the building. 850, very own, Captain Capo Grimm. How you doing, brother?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing?
We got the Duchess of Who They Want podcast in the building. You already know my favorite people, the one, the only Lady Tasha. How you doing, love?
I'm fine. Bow down, bitches. No, I'm just playing.
Okay.
What's up? What's up, everybody? We back, and we had to come back again and do it one more day, and plenty of probably other more days with the cat. Because it has so much to cover. He's just so extraordinary. He's doing so many things. He's building brands. He's, moving it around like he's moving weight and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then he's also an artist. So yesterday, we digged in his brain a little for about his brand, what inspired him and everything. Some advice and stuff. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into that music, some of them tracks and stuff. You know what I mean? Because he's about to be heard and whatnot. So what's up, Cat?
What's good? What's good?
What's good? Thank you for coming back.
I appreciate y'all having me.
I see you got that different color right there. That's that confetti looking color for the thing you got for the logo.
Yeah, I had to flip it for you today. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was looking at your video, and I was feeling the blue. That blue with the blue shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling that blue. That blue is hot. That is hot and everything.
I'm gonna have to send you something.
Yeah, you have to send me something. I'm a big gal, so make sure it's right. You know what I mean?
Ain't no problem at all.
So definitely send me something and everything. So we got a little playlist from you. So we're gonna be talking to you while we're going through some of your tracks and let everybody out there hear you and let them see what you're about and everything and whatnot. So just throw up a couple of names of a few tracks and everything that we can expect to hear from you tonight.
I don't know. I got a couple of albums out, so either I think it was Fan Behavior, Comfortable. It's probably over 40 tracks that y'all have. So it's
40 tracks that we have.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the CEO, also known AKA DJ Big Dog. You know what I mean? So hey, Mr. DJ. So what we're gonna let him do? We're gonna let him hit us with the first track. We're gonna listen to that a little bit, and then we're gonna give some of your feedback on it as far as what was it about, what inspired you, who else helped you work on it and stuff. So go ahead, play the first track. Matter of fact, surprise him. Don't even name it. Just, please write it. You might want to say the name and everything. So
let's go.
Say no more. All right, it's not. Really, it's not. There it is.
I'm trying to do that one up.
Oh, come on. Does it work? Okay, pause yourself. I didn't need to pause.
Come on, who paid the DJ tonight?
What we're not going to do is that you ain't finna disrespect.
Hey, the DJ tonight.
First of all, we're not gonna do that. First of all, we're not gonna accept that insubordination because the way the network is with Restream, it's definitely a little choppy. So y'all gonna have to we're just gonna have to discuss this music because he's not by doing that to me like that. Nope, not gonna do it.
I know that right.
So we gonna go ahead and stop screen sharing at this moment and go on with the show.
Oh man, that's priceless.
All right. So with the name of that track, okay, because we streamed it. So tell us a little bit about that track and what it's about, and who else worked on it with you.
What was the name of the track that you had?
That was Fan Base featuring Young Jody.
Okay, Fan Behavior featuring Young Jody. That's a young artist. He's also a local artist from Quincy. His name is Young Jody. That song was really about Jody had been coming through for a while, and he's a popular artist around here. So he was getting DMs about people wanting to do features and stuff, and I was telling him, yo, charge him. But every time he would tell people prices, people, you know what I'm saying, you don't hear that message from him no more. So it was kind of like a song that we made, just like they on that fan behavior. They trying to see what we're doing, but they ain't really trying to put in, they ain't trying to pay. So it's like, it was kind of like just out of fun.
So that's interesting that you brought that up about the features, because I want to talk a little bit about that. Because there's so many artists out there right now, especially these up and coming rappers that's like that's underground and stuff, and they're really, really good. But they're not out there yet. They don't have no record deals, not on no record labels, but they are requesting features. They're requesting to get paid for a feature and everything. So how do you feel about that? Because usually I can say maybe I'm old school. Somebody want me to pay them for a feature and they not out yet. I'm thinking they more of going to have gratitude and be like, I bet, I come want to do a feature, especially if they not out. Nobody have ever heard of them. But like, what is your intake of your opinion on that?
I encourage it.
You encourage it?
Yeah. Like,
I know everybody got middle coins, but you got to start from somewhere,
now, if you just not doing this and you don't have no track record, you don't have nothing to prove that you should be charging somebody.
Right.
Do it for the exposure, do it for the recognition, and you know what I'm saying, it's more of a mutual beneficial type thing. But if you can go and make your own money off your own music, you don't need to do a feature. So if you want me to stop doing what I'm doing to help you on your work, then throw me a little coin. I ain't gonna bust you across the head, but at least throw me a little something. Show me that you want me on your track.
Right.
Because if anything, you're gonna get my fan base from it. Right.
That's true. That's very true. And everything. And so what is like the going rate for a feature now? Is it like leveled off? Like if you so-and-so, you like, okay, fine. If you coming in and like, if you somebody like, who can we name? Do we want to touch with the baby, asking the baby to do a feature, the price is going to be up there. But somebody who's like underground, still trying to get out there, what's the going rate for like somebody like them to ask for a feature?
There's still levels to it. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like you start off doing that at like a couple $100, and then once you get a couple people to pay that couple $100, and you still doing what you're supposed to be doing with your own music, then you take it up to maybe a couple $1,000. And then once your music and the features speak for themselves, like if people start getting exposure from the features, they're gonna be willing to pay it. You know what I mean? Also, like we got a team, so it's like if we do a feature and we want to help promote it, so that it gets the spins or it gets the streams that it needs to get, then what you paid for is worth it, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. So besides the getting paid for the features, right? So is it just that, okay, they come on, they do a feature, they get paid and that's it? But do they get like, money coming in on from the track down the line, like coins, or is this that's it, the features, the amount they get for the features and that's it?
It really depends on what you're signing, but realistically, if it's my track, then you're getting paid up front. But if it's something that, let's say it's collective, then we might share points on the back end. If it's your track, but you can't really pay for it, then we can share some points on the back end. You know what I mean? It's really understanding who you're doing business with, and if it's gonna be long-term business, y'all can get the money together on the back end. But if it's somebody I might not see again, I want my money up front.
Up front, okay. Now, how does that make you feel? Like, okay, fine, you don't know this person, you think you're never gonna see them again. You get your money up front for that feature, and then like 2 months down the line, this damn track is just like everywhere. I mean, it's bringing in like money, and you can't go back and collect on that, can you?
Nah.
So you just gotta sit back and listen. That's it.
You just own. I mean, you own what you wrote, though. So,
you own what you wrote, right? So that's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, so you're gonna get paid for what you wrote when it comes to
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're publishing. That's what I'm saying on the back end. But it's like, if you can't pay up front, then sometimes you can get your back end to be a little bit bigger than what it initially is.
So besides getting paid up front for the features, you also making aware as fine. You doing a copywriting for what you wrote on the track and stuff, and I guess you doing the publishing and everything with them, so you get paid from that as well.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you gotta own what you wrote, and if you don't, then that's on you what you sold that for. Right.
Now, what happens in a situation where whoever you're doing a feature for, they want to own everything? I mean, I know there has to be situations like that. Or no?
They're gonna have to pay that ticket.
They're gonna have to pay a higher ticket.
Run that bag.
Run that bag. It's a higher bag.
I get finished, I'm walking out with a bag under each arm.
You're gonna pay
that ticket.
That's strictly business, nothing personal.
Strictly business. So you did the collab. What's this young man's name you did the collab with?
Young Jody.
Young Jody.
Okay. So collabs. Let's talk about a little bit about collabs and the history of them, because I remember I know a few artists, right? When you do collabs, and I know some artists that think of it like, okay, he laid his tracks, and now I see his track, and now I got to come on with a harder track. Is it supposed to be like a battle? Is it like, because that's what, to me, it's like, that's when the ego's setting. You know what I'm saying? Say you go lay your track first, and then the other guy looks at your track and be like, okay, my track got to come harder because his track, he can't outshine me. So, I mean, isn't it supposed to be, it's not supposed to be a battle, because that's what it's be sounding like to me on some of these collabs, a lot of people.
I mean, it is, but it's still supposed to make a song. Like, it's, okay. If I'm trying to make my verse better than the next artist, then we're going to make great music, right? But it still has to be harmonized to the point where it's like, it makes sense as a whole song. It don't sound like a battle.
That's what I'm trying to say, because I know a few artists that goes in the studio, right, and they come out the booth like, his part sound better than mine, so I got to come harder. I got to trash him on his track. And I'm like, well, wait a minute now. Isn't this track, everybody want this, you want this track to blow up in the whole, you know what I'm saying, in the entirety? So what's the sense of having, one verse hot, and then when that hot verse goes off, people going to turn from the radio station, not listen to the rest of the track no more. You know what I'm saying? So isn't you supposed to, like, if you feel that the next man's verse is hotter than yours, you supposed to, like, both of y'all supposed to go back and forth and make sure, like you said, the track just falls into place and overall is hot?
I mean, not necessarily go back and forth. It's like, okay, you got to have the confidence, because that mic is going to pick up if you ain't confident. So you got to feel like yours is just hot as that person, or not, if not hotter. So
right.
But y'all should have already like when you're doing your writing and all that, however you do it, some people freestyle, but you should have an understanding of what the hook is. And no matter how hard you go on this verse, it got to make sense with this hook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So then it don't matter how hard. If he think about going harder than you think about going harder than him. As long as what y'all wrote makes sense to this hook, it's gonna be a hard ass track.
Now, have you ever
no T.I. and Ludacris?
Right. What you say?
No T.I. and Ludacris when the stomp track came out with Young Buck, and
but see,
Ludacris goes in and lays his verse
both on that track together. It ain't like they was making.
True, that is what it was. I mean, correct.
They both was going hard, but they was going hard individually, technically, because it's like they had understanding with Young Buck. So Luda is writing a song for Young Buck. Yes, he's snapping on T.I., but he's not writing this song as if T.I. is on this song to make it make sense.
Right.
So that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? But if you're actually putting the song together as a team, as a collab, then while I'm writing, he probably gonna ask, yo, what's the hook? And then I'll say the hook a few times. So now he can get it in his head and he know, all right, I gotta stay on the lines of this, or vice versa.
Right.
Gotcha.
Now, have you ever finished the track up and after it was finished and mastered and mixed down or whatever and everything, and just a collab and just look back and like, damn, his track, his part, his verse is hotter than mine. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? On that song right there. That song right there. I was like, yo, Jody snapped on that bit, man. Like,
and you was upset.
I might need to put a third verse on there. I might need to.
See, this is what I'm trying to say. You know, that's my whole point in time. Like, you know, you be listening like, dad, you know, listen to his and stuff, and now listen to mine and everything. But overall, it's a hot track and stuff and whatnot. So let's get into the next track. We'll bring it up on the screen. I mean, can we?
You really want to trust that? You really want to try that again?
Try it again. Try it again.
One more.
Stop. You do it to it. Stop.
One more again.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Did it? Oh, it automatically was connected. Hold on. I don't see it popping up again. Oh, it automatically. Okay, I got you. Not gonna work. We are not that part because it's too poppy. Static, that connection.
So what's the next?
But for those of y'all that are inquiring, can go to Spotify and check them out.
Hold on. Damn. Try to get my shit up. What song you was trying to play?
Whichever one you want, come on.
That would be The Way I'm Built.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can pull them shits up real quick.
All right, then. Go ahead. Work your magic. I remember when the Hot Boys used to say that. Hot Boys used to be like, whoever had the best verse, they had the Juvenile used to tell them, look, it's competition. We all on the same track, but I'm coming harder than whoever finna get on track. Because Wayne ain't finna outdo me, BG ain't finna outdo me, and so forth and so forth. So I like when it's like respectively competition amongst each other that, all right, I'm gonna bring a hard verse, you bring a hard verse. Like he said, as long as we can get the bag off what this chorus talking about, we ain't beefing on that.
Yeah.
Big fact. I mean, low key, I think that just makes it like I said, if everybody trying to go hard, then you're gonna get the best out of everybody. But it's been plenty of times I've been into the studio where either me or one of the artists that I'm with, when they start rapping or when they start doing their verse, people get scared and then it's like they don't want to finish the track now. And so it's like you only act like that if you don't feel like you're gonna be harder than that person, or you know what I'm saying, at least equal.
Right. So how do you feel about battle rapping? You ever did any battle? I'm quite sure you did and everything. But
when I was a jit, I like it. I love that shit. I watch it on YouTube and all. You know what I'm saying? I think it takes a lot, like studio artists, performers, we get to rehearse and get to practice and get to like redo the same material. But with them, they actually have to write and rehearse for just specific moments. You know what I'm saying? Like this battle that battle that they wrote for this Thursday is not gonna be the same that they write for 2 months later. You know what I mean? So it's like you're never really recycling your material as a battle rapper. So I respect it. Oh, you go ahead.
So I think he's gonna bless us with something.
Can you hear it?
That's the way I'm built, man. That's the way I'm built, yeah. That's the way I'm built, man. There's only one in me. On my hustle where I want it. Lonely still. Shit didn't turn out how I hoped it. Roll the tree. Let's sit down, talk about this shit, baby. It's all on me. What I do to put me in this position. I should have acted instead of wishing. Should have practiced how to listen. paid attention to my feelings, all these issues I can't get. Just trying to pay the bills. My cousin told me my weakness would be women, homicidal thoughts. Waking back, plotting on digits, lurking on the bag. It's taking a long time trying to get it, lurking on the bag. It's taking a long time trying to get it. If I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. If I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. The way I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. The way I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. The way I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. If I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. The way I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. The way I want it, I'ma get it. I'ma get it, cause I want it. Like me middle, I was a dream chaser. Now I chase that back again. Bitch, if it's the jug, let's jug now. It's fuck later. Hater on me now. If I go, he coming with me. Lease this shit by money. Otherwise, I ain't that friendly. Got a whole soul. Keep the Chico somewhere in me. Crank the grind mode. For my daughter, that's my minute. Get this pressure on the streets. Touch their pockets till they empty. Touch their pockets till it's empty. Put that pressure on the streets and touch their pockets till it's empty. Touch their pockets till they empty.
All right. I like that hook.
Appreciate it.
I like that hook. So what's the story behind that track?
Yeah, it's in the hook. Like, if I want it, I'm gonna get it. That's the way I'm built. So I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, do everything I gotta do, put in the work to get it, and I'm finna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a manifestation song, kind of.
Right. And so now let's talk about the productions. Like, where did you start with the productions on that and stuff?
That's all my brother, co-founder of the record label, like my business partner, I mean, long-term, lifelong friend, you know what I'm saying? He the other half of it all I got going, really. So, you know what I'm saying? The beats, that starts with him. He makes the beats, he cooks them up, he get them right, he mix them down, and then from there, we just take it to the next level.
Okay. All right. So you got so do you have anything to do with the beats, or you just strictly writing the songs and doing the vocals?
I just choose them. Like, he cook them up, I choose them. That's our little formula. It worked. It ain't broke. We ain't trying to fix it. You know what I mean?
I hear that. Well, listen, right? You know, teamwork make the dream work and stuff. So everybody knows their place, know their role, and as long as everybody keep doing that, you know, everything gonna fall into place correctly.
Always.
It's stuff. I hear that. My friend is back, but my friend is back.
We got Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Paul with a...
How do you know? Okay, so we got a question for you from our audience here, a viewer. How do you know when a beat is ready?
When it speaks to me, like, it may sound crazy, but it's like when you hear a beat and it's ready for you, it's like it's almost like you can hear words, but you don't really know what they are. And you just a piece of art. I mean, you gotta make sense. Almost like you just pulling them out of the app. But I know for me particularly, I like some hi-hats, I like some strings. As long as I can feel that low end, you know what I mean? It's like ready to write.
Some hi-hat strings. Okay. All right. So basically, when they start the productions, are they building productions around your vocals? So that they start with give you a bass, a drum line, or whatever you call it, or a bass line, and then you put vocals to it, and then they build more productions around it, or you just take a full solid finished track and just do what you gotta do with it?
This dude is a genius. SS Beat Man is a genius. Honestly, like, it's tracks that I've recorded myself. I'll mute the beat and he'll make a beat like just from scratch up under my vocals. And then sometimes I'll just tell him what I'm thinking and he'll just make a beat from scratch out of that. Sometimes he'll just dig into the catalog and pull out a beat and I'm like, yo, what you been doing with that? He's like, man, boom, let's get on that. So it's, man, the dude took the time to master his craft. He got beats for everybody, any genre. And so I just have fun going into the catalog and seeing what I can do with it.
Okay.
So
Okay. And what type of beats really catch your attention though? You know, do you, because everybody have that one thing in the beats, like, because you said you like hi-hats, but like, do you like beats that have like that gritty rough sound to it, or you know that?
I mean, we was talking. You know, it's funny because me and him was talking about it the other day. It's kind of like almost like some high class street music. Like I said, I like the strings. So it's just something about the right melody with strings. I don't care. Like your drums can be trap drums, your drums can be old hip hop drums. I don't care. I'm finna smash that melody right on the string.
Right. So Paul, he has his infamous question here. This is a question he likes asking all rappers for some reason.
right.
Would you support a gay rapper if he was good? Seems like his favorite question. I don't know, you know.
Like he really
this guy, he really likes this question. I mean, he's very interested. I mean, Paul, you know, maybe you
shout out the podcast
because it seems like, you know, you have something. You know, maybe he's trying to be a rapper himself. There's a reason why he keeps dwelling on this question. But what's your take on that, Kat?
I mean, honestly, what your sexuality is that's up to you. What you do in the bedroom with somebody else. As far as me supporting it, nah, that's not hip hop. I know I was raised off of. Like I say, your lifestyle is your lifestyle, but like that's not the type of music I'm gonna listen to.
Right.
You know
Right.
I mean?
Now, okay, wait a minute now. Paul said he loved you, by the way. Just to let you know.
Shout out to podcast Paul.
Paul said he loves you.
I'm not dealing with
Just
Paul.
to let you know. Okay. Do you want to respond? Or should I go on? Do you want to respond to that? Or should I go on?
You put that little fear.
I'm not doing this with Paul. Right.
So, okay. When you say you don't, that type is not your type of music, right? Okay. What do you mean by that? Because what if you have a gay rapper that comes out and makes the same exact type of track you making?
But I mean, he can't make the same type of track I make.
Why not?
Because I'm talking about Mushu.
Wow, he could be talking about Mushu. Just because he's a gay rapper don't mean he has to talk about Mushu in the crew. You know what I'm saying? He could be talking about Mushu too.
Oh, see, Mushu.
Well, whatever Mushu is, I don't even know what I'm saying right now.
The opposite sex private area. So I'm always referring to the opposite sex. Okay,
wait. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. So wait a minute. Let me rephrase my question. You just talked about getting it. The way you getting it, wherever you have to get it. So I'm thinking of you
on a hustle,
right?
On a hustle tip? Oh, I mean,
right.
Yeah, but like even in my hustle music, I'm gonna say some heterosexual lines, and if they're not heterosexual, then those lines may not resonate, as well as those are not going to be the same lines that they will choose to write in their own music. So there's going to be a discord. We're not going to be on one chord because I'm making heterosexual music that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about hustling from the perspective of a straight man. They can be speaking on hustling from the perspective of a gay man. And there's no problem with that. There's a lane for that. And there's plenty of gay people who gonna rock with that. And I'm not gonna knock them, but I can't listen to that music because that's not my perspective. That's not what that's like, I don't even listen to the City Girls. Like, that's not my type. There's no knock to it. It's just saying that that's not my lane, and I just stay in my lane.
So,
a certain type of music.
Would you ever consider, right, if y'all can come out and write the lyrics and everything for both of y'all verses, consider doing a track with a gay rapper?
Oh yeah, I ain't got a problem with doing no music with nobody.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I ain't got a problem with that.
All
but
right,
the song is gonna reflect what I just said. I'm giving you the perspective of a heterosexual man. Now, when this other verse come in, it's gonna be from a different perspective, and that's just how
right.
Part of being creative. Like you gotta paint the picture from how you see it. You know what I mean? And I can't see it from the same eyes as someone who's, you know what I'm saying, homosexual.
Right.
We got different, you know what I'm saying, battles.
I mean, Paul, I need you to rephrase that question because I mean,
this question is a little outrageous.
Yeah, rephrase your question. It's okay to, you know. Have you ever been with a white guy? I mean, really, he's never.
No,
So anywho,
I'm going to say we are trying to be family oriented during certain sections of our
family
show.
friendly here, okay? Family friendly. Okay. Did you have a good relationship with your parents? So, you know, anywho. Kat, why don't you hit us with another track? Matter of fact, can you hit us with the first one that DJ over here tried to play and
yeah, shots fired.
You know, Mr. DJ, I don't think he got his points tonight.
Credibility right now. You're not doing that.
Somebody didn't pay the DJ tonight, so you know.
I'm gonna fine you $5 for your insubordination during this live.
With the wrist, swimming in the ocean, just like Aquaman, your bitch, she out the hand. She a squirt, it's your skin. Nasty little sucker, spray them cheeks and let me beat it. Bitch, I'm fucking beating me. I'm playing on time moist. Smoking in them fucking start to feel dehydrated. Since the taste it got ignored. Slay your bitch when I get bored. Working for myself, and grab myself and blow. All cap, C-A-P, bitch. Don't forget the T. Tell your bitch I want that cap. And don't be using T. All about a dollar. Give a fuck about a dream. Can't rule everything around me. Focused on this green. Bitch, want this dick inside her. Say I make that pussy cream. I don't waste my time on the phone when I could be doing better things, nigga. I'm trying to get a bitch. Nigga, that's bad, man. Nigga, no, I don't really want to meet you. That's what you can be. I'm calling them niggas hard and they thinking with me. Bad, man. They know a nigga really mad and they don't want to meet it. That's bad, man. Nigga, trying to get a bitch. Nigga, that's bad, man. Nigga, no, I don't really want to meet you. That's what you can be. I'm calling them niggas harder than they fucking with me. Ooh, bad behave. They know a nigga really hot and they don't want to admit it. That's bad behave. I got a bitch in the lounge. We call a dirty in a fountain. I pop up on them like a sound. All in designer, no penalty. People drinking on the back end. Looking at it on the weekend. TLC, dirty creepy. You rip the section and leaking. Because we driving Canada. Know how to handle the telling you. I'm a provider this metal.
All right. You know, he got that dude's right there. That's the guy who was doing a what's his name? The collab with you right there, his voice.
Young Jody.
With Jody.
His flow kind of remind me of Juvenile.
Don't it? He's tough now.
Yeah, he's tough.
Capital put me in the mind of a Slim Thug, Young Dolph, and Young Dro all in one.
Right.
But that's the story.
That's why you was like, damn, now you listen to his track, you got to go put a third verse on and stuff. Yeah, so you only have one verse on that track.
We both did one verse.
Oh, so he only did one verse?
Yeah.
He did the way the bars look.
I had him do a little bit.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. All right. That's tough. Wow. So, take us through the process and everything. Like, what? Because sometimes I be hearing people with tracks and they tell me, okay, well, this track ain't mastered. Okay, but this track, it sounds just alike. What is the difference between a track that's mastered and a track that's not mastered? Like, sometimes I really can't tell the difference, and maybe because I'm not like, studio savvy like that. But a lot of people literally be having me listen to the same track and tell me, no, you won't hear it. This one is the mastered one, though. And I'm like, what is the difference?
really, like, okay, when you record a song, you have the raw vocals. You have, you know what I'm saying, everything needs to be mixed. Once everything is mixed, if you have someone, you can get it mastered. And master is when they take basically the mixed quality to its, I guess, polished level. It has a little bit more body. It's supposed to have a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, strength behind everything. So it's kind of like just adding that final piece that's missing to your mix.
Right. Got you. Okay. So I get it. So basically, it's like to make just, I guess you said like make everything just fall into place and just sound smooth and crisp, maybe.
Okay, so once you finish the mix, let's say you got gold, right? But gold don't necessarily shine until you polish it. And that's what master is. Is when you polish that gold. And now you got some twinkling, now you got you some sparkle, you got you a hit. But you know, a diamond or gold is rough. You still got to polish it first. You know what I mean? And that's really what a master is. A master is the polish of it.
Right. So what type of equipment are you working with? Because I mean, nowadays everything is just the computer. Because I be seeing people just do a whole damn album in a computer. Like, because back in the days and stuff, I used to go in a lot of studios. They had the big reel-to-reels, the DAT tapes. It seems like y'all don't even need that stuff no more, do y'all?
I mean, you don't, but you do. It's like, how good do you want your quality to be? Me and my brother, I'm running on Pro Tools and Universal Audio. He has Fruity Loops, but he has a audio Newman mic. It's like you still need top quality hardware, but with the software, you can do a lot of things that back in the day you only had hardware.
Right, because nowadays everybody walking around with their studios on their arms and they lap like, hey, this is my studio right here. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing because, you know, you so used to seeing like, you know, the big machines with those big reel-to-reels and stuff. And it's like, you don't even need those no more and stuff. So because I know back in the days, the reel-to-reel was like that's where everything was at, like how you broke a song down, right?
All of that stuff still exists. It's just
it still exists.
It has software for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just a machine. So when you hook that machine up to the computer, there's software to push it. So a lot of these, that's what plugins is. A lot of these, we're talking about, you just got a lot of them is using plugins. So the thing is, it gives you a great sound. But when we get back to that mastering topic, most of the people gonna master it gonna have hardware because they're gonna be able to push those plugins at the best quality, at the fastest speed. So that's really when you start talking about mastering. People who master, they have the power to push those plugins to its true functioning, or they have that old hardware that you're talking about that can push it to its true functioning.
Gotcha. Okay, so all right, so let's hear another track from you. What you got playing up next?
All right, y'all had me in the second album. I'm gonna go to my last album. All right.
Where the DJ at?
There you go.
This is true.
We ain't never lie. Real nigga, I slide when I wanna slide. Movie, yes, this shit should be televised. Little baby about the size of an override. Run the pitch, nigga. This a new stick. Stuck all along, nigga. These some new kicks. Chose to make the interstate feel like a hallway. First time I seen a fire, feel like it took all day. Same Moses red, that's these niggas rhyme me, nigga, it's the dream. Last of it down, breathe, feel real. Keep it real keen from the beach. Still coming out, fix up the finish shit. Still paranoid, I know what I ain't doing shit. Coming back, that's why I done been bitch. Never hold back, I done pick it up. Nigga tired going hard, I done get the fuck. Told my uncles I look back and I ain't giving up. On God, you niggas not as real as us. On God, we are not the same niggas. I'm the boxes where you get up out my lane, nigga. Rain over spray down, we ain't clean, nigga. I'm from the fucking nigga that you claim, nigga.
All
That
right.
was the intro.
All right. So what was the name of that one?
It's called Intro.
Intro. So is that like the intro of the whole project, or is just like the intro?
No, that's the intro to that project. First class.
Really? Really?
Yeah, they tough. I like it. It's
So
tough.
wait, that was just you on that one solo?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. So tell us the story behind that track. There has to be a story. There's a story. You got a story to everything.
I mean, the story behind that track is really just like me popping my shit, representing the city, representing, you know what I'm saying, FCC, you know what I mean, and just setting the tone for the album, really. Like, I'm on the album, I'm gonna pop my shit, I'm gonna talk to the ladies, and I'm gonna talk to the hustlers. And so it's just really setting, you know what I'm saying, trying to touch on all of that, but in a way that really can relate to people and then let them know what they're gonna get into.
So let's talk about the ladies. Let's talk about the ladies. So
Talk about
talk about them. All right. So how's things changed for you with the ladies right now? Is it like a different caliber of them, like from what it used to be, or is it? I had one person asked the guests, like, are they trying to pull the condoms off now and get the babies? That's just one question somebody asked, or one of the guests, somebody asked one of the guests one time, and it was interesting because stuff like that happens. So how's it been like you? Anything for you? Has anything changed?
I was dealing with that type of stuff in high school, so it ain't.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like I was still an athlete back then, so it ain't. It's honestly, it's the same. It's just, you're dealing with grown women now, like, so you know what I mean. Other than that, I mean, the ladies gonna be the ladies. They're gonna want time, and I ain't got time.
So let's hear a track for the ladies. You got any tracks for the ladies?
Yeah, I got a couple tracks for the ladies.
Like, I want to hear one. I want to hear. I want to hear a lady tracks that you like, crying and begging. You got one of those?
Oh no, I don't do that.
Yeah, you don't cry and beg.
Everywhere around. Matter of fact,
You don't cry and beg.
Hold on. Nah.
No. You see how the tone changing? Now he thinking. He's like, I think I did.
Which one I want to pull out. If I want to pull out the pimp shit, yeah, I like the bitch. I don't know. So I'm just gonna drop this. Yeah, I like
it. Get one. I ain't guessing up these tricks. I ain't guessing up shit. They be trying hard to break some. I ain't trusting no trick. Bitches trying to count your paper. I ain't chasing no bitch. On my grind, I'm chasing paper. I ain't playing with a bitch. I'm on my grind, I'm chasing paper. You can miss me with the shit, cause my mind already made up. Trying to use that pussy to keep a nigga in. I'm out, weighing up the choices, get bread, or lay up on the couch, sling this pack, or sling this dick in the mouth, chase a bag, or chase this bitch around the house. I mean pros and cons, and getting bread is number one. Yin and yang, can't have one without the one. First I get one, then I get the other, but once I get one, seems I always wanna know. Yeah, I like the bitch, but it ain't really hard to get one.
All right. Okay. All right. So, you letting us know what you're not having for the ladies and stuff.
Exactly.
And everything. I see that. I hear you. I hear you. So, now how do you play that for the females in your family, though?
I mean, honestly, my people know what hip hop is. Like,
they know what hip hop is.
Like, I had to have a long talk with my great aunt, right? Because she like 80 something.
You heard that track?
She heard all my music.
Okay.
She go on my YouTube and she'll watch it and be like, I saw your video, you little gangster. And so, you know what I mean? But I had to let her know, like, in hip hop, it's a way for the streets to actually voice how we feel. And when them fellas, them my niggas, you dig? And they know that I love them, they love me, and it's a brotherhood. When we use the word bitch, it's not negative. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it's a term of endearment, just like nigga. You know what I mean? Now, if I put some pronouns in front of that bitch or after that bitch, then you know I'm trying to be nigga. But you know what I'm saying? So realistically, it's not, if you can look past though what you perceive them words to be, and just understand, like, well, try to see where a person is coming from, try to see how a person is trying to just speak to you, and then you can appreciate the art, because that's all it is art.
Right. Now, why were you on that topic, right? Because we all know, looking at the history of niggas, what it was perceived to be, but what it really means. You know, really just means stupid ass person, you know, individual, black, white, Chinese, whatever. That's how I look at it and stuff. But being with the history of that word, now you get all these other artists from different, different racial backgrounds, whatever, white, Asian, and how do you feel about them using that word in their rap songs and relating? Because they basically, hip hop is a culture, it's not a race. You understand what I'm saying?
It's a two-response answer to that. Now, first of all, they call the black person ignorant because he didn't do what the white man wanted him to do. So he was ignorant to what they were saying. I'm going to move how I move. So, yeah, I am ignorant to what you're saying because I'm not going to do what you told me. You're not my mouse. So I am ignorant.
Exactly.
Now, when it comes down to melanin is in different shades. If you're not using this word the wrong way and you actually have the right, understanding of what the word is, because we were talking about being upstate. When I was up north, it was like my first time seeing white people and Hispanics use the word nigga. But because they grew up, the niggas that were around them, some solid niggas.
Right, and that was all right with them.
It was cool with them because they passed what was needed to be seen around the people that they was around to know that they don't mean that maliciously.
Right.
My thing is, when you start using that word maliciously and using it, in a way that's not, beneficial to the culture, then that's when it's a problem. Now, if you in the culture, then you can use it how you got to use it because it's you. That's your culture, that's your life. But when someone outside of the culture that's not really, they don't claim they African roots, they don't claim they nigga roots, they don't have any nigga roots, then you don't need to be using this nigga word.
Right. And I totally agree with you.
That's just my opinion. I can't force no laws on them.
I totally agree with you and stuff, because like you said, it's just, as long as they're using it in the right content, you know what I'm saying? But you got some people who just don't like them using it at all. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, that word is just a big part of the hip hop culture.
I mean, it's a triggering word, but you also got to understand that you can't make nobody do nothing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So if you're going to let somebody else anger you, then you let somebody else control you. I ain't letting nobody control you.
Right. Dope.
Right.
You probably looking at man, you message you talking about, hey, he waiting to get in on live, ain't it?
You see him?
Yeah.
Let him in.
Yeah. You're okay.
He's begging. No, I'm not going to say that. Where he at? Where this boy at? Oh, Lord. Where's he at?
In the dark space over
In
here.
the dark space. Hey, let's see your face. You had us waiting this long. Come up here.
Calling out man, you. Like,
So while we waiting for him, me and you to get himself together so we can see him and everything, why don't we go into your next track?
All right. It ain't the way to play it, G. She
roll up to me, I walk around stockings on me. Really trying to find me at the feds, but that ain't the way to play. Try my luck with music, see how that play out. This chick called the other day to my take her out. Bitch, please try me. You think that I'm taking this money here for crumb? I'm sadly mistaken. Put your ass on the beach, got someone gladly replace you. Need hope, baby girl, I don't need you. I too bad about my lonesome, only holler at me when you want some. I may look like an ATM with insufficient funds. Talking about booty, nah, we crew, bitch. Just another day in the queue, shit stupid. Run off at the mouth and make me lose. Foolish, and I'm gonna leave you oops. The pressure on my chest to make me do. You clueless, you wanna move away from getting the whole fucking room. Then told me be cool, that ain't the way to play it. G, a hoe gon' be a hoe. When she gone, you can't say, but G, I know the streets. Know that pain, know that time, know that hustle. Know that life, I know that grind. When I'm on it, bitch, I'm on it. Ain't no motherfucking saving me. Ain't no motherfucking saving. When I'm on it, bitch, I'm on it. Ain't no motherfucking saving me. Ain't no motherfucking saving me. It's hard, then you die. The basic told me, play your cards how they come. A hustler told me, they walking through the hood, sun blazing on my back. Hearing sirens every night, couple shots before that. I was raised in the hill, nigga. The field, nigga, pour a drink for the real niggas. We still here, nigga, counting money, fucking hoes. When you win a deal with you, catch your head. Watch how quickly they forget you. Speak the facts, it's the truth. On that don't be fuck the cool. The big I don't get titties too. That brick gon' bounce like titties too. Push that pack and watch it move. How you looking, watch you lose. Bitches dumb out, they confused. They see Captain on the move. They told me be cool. That ain't the way to play it.
All right. I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what I also like? What I hear, because nowadays a lot of these tracks that you hear out and stuff, like, you don't know what they saying at all. I understand exactly every word you said. These tracks nowadays, I mean, is that a style that sometimes that you would like? Can we look forward to hearing something like a rapping style like that from you?
But you can't really hear what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Mumble rap,
that
yeah,
mumble rap that other artists be doing. Like, you really don't like, who's a big Future? Like, oh my god! Like, I think he was one of them.
You did just do Super Future like that.
What? No, I like Future, but come on now. Some of the stuff is like, I don't even know if he was just really saying words like that mumble rap. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like everybody got their own lane. Cause like even when I was growing up, and I was listening to hip hop, like everybody sounded different when I was listening.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, I just feel like now you're gonna have some artists where they're gonna be lyrical, conscious rappers. You're gonna have some street artists that like me that you can hear, and then you're gonna have some you know what I'm saying, vibe artists that some of them you're gonna be able to hear, and some of them you ain't gonna be able to hear.
Yeah.
And as far as a feature, I don't have a problem with it, but as far as me making music like that, nah, I just, like I said, I want to make my art a certain way, and my art is not going to be made that way.
Right, but is that like that mumble rapping? Is it actually like a style like you have to finesse? It's like when people go and say, "Okay, this trap, I'm gonna do a mumble rap." You understand what I'm saying? Like,
you actually gotta practice. Like you
gotta practice that.
You just can't be just wake up and say, "Oh, I'm finna go make a hit song because I'm just finna mumble." Like, nah, unless you just got one hell of an engineer. But other than that, no, you're gonna have to put in, like, a lot of those guys, they actually freestyle. Like, we've had a couple of artists that do that. Like, they come in and they don't write a lick of nothing, but when they hear that beat and they speak to them, like when he asks, how you know when a track is ready? When that beat speak to them and they go in that booth and they just, you gotta hit certain pitches the right way on auto-tune, or it's gonna sound like crap. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you get in there and you don't know what you're doing, it's gonna be a long day.
Right. Man, like, and sometimes it's like, I'm like, are these even words? Like who go back and track the words to see exactly what's being said?
Okay. Now, see, at first I was kind of slow up on that Young Thug, right? one of my homeboys, though, like one of the guys I let listen to preview some of my music before I release it. I really trust him still. He was like, "Nah, man, you gotta it's like Bob Marley. You got to catch the melody, and once you catch the melody, he's talking slime talk. So it's like it's supposed to be disrespectful. It's supposed to be like just outrageousness. And so, okay, as an artist, it's like, all right, let me put myself into that mode then. And when I started listening to it, it's like, oh, this shit do make sense. Yo, this nigga sliding. And so I could appreciate the art a little bit more. Sometimes when we listen to music, we're listening from our own perspective, our own ears, rather than just being open and trying to see where the artist is coming from.
Right. I mean, damn, when I first heard it, damn near it sounded like pig lacking and rap. Pig lacking and rap, but it's like, it's whatever. I just can't get into it and stuff. But do we have a game?
Nope. I don't see him on my
So,
screen.
Paul, I can't see with the WDW.
Paul checked out like 20 minutes ago. He ain't got to worry about what that
No,
said. That's
he
what he
has,
said he was going.
no, I'm talking. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. So I guess we're not gonna even address his questions.
Nah. He showed love and then he disappeared. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just disappeared and stuff. But awesome. So, what's coming up next for you in tracks and stuff? What can we?
Like I said, we working on EPs right now. We got a couple of artists that's getting ready to release. I got features on their projects. I just did a couple of beginning of this week. I did a couple of tracks. I was supposed to do one earlier today, but I had to get some stuff in order. But anyway, as far as coming up, maybe some singles. I'm finna release a couple of videos to some old tracks. I'm always doing music though.
Got you. Now, are you gonna be doing do you do any ghostwriting for people and stuff?
Not really. We had a couple of artists that I used to have to, but now a lot of our artists are kind of like self-sufficient when it comes to writing. So it's more so just trying to executive produce and get everything in order.
Right. Okay. All right. So Steady, you got rid of me?
What?
I don't see my picture no more. You got my video no more. What's up? You got rid of me?
Yeah, you still up
I
there?
don't see I see a black screen.
So you got a
Yes,
picture.
you
I see a picture of you. I won't see you moving.
That's just because the screen froze. But
My screen froze?
Yeah.
nah,
Oh, I don't know.
you still up here though.
Okay. So I think we got man you up here with us. Are you there? Man you? Is he there? I guess he's not. All right. I guess he's not. And I just don't know why I can't see me and everything. But man, it won't unmute. Oh, he said he won't unmute him. He was trying to want to unmute him.
Okay, let's see. Bring him back in and see what happens. It's not even connecting his audio.
Give me a sec. I'm dry. Oh. Okay, never mind.
All right, so he ain't got no strong connection.
Yeah, that's what it is. So.
Just let us know, bro, when you're ready,
Yeah.
and we'll chime you back in.
Yeah, I tried to do that shit on my phone. It wouldn't let me either. So
Yeah, you're not going to be able to comment on your phone when you're driving, hon. Okay, so I'm just mad because I can't see me. So, but Lord, you just say I'm still there and you see me and everything. So,
I'm not doing this today. Okay?
You're not doing this today? I mean, it's it's not the DJ. We can't blame the DJ on everything, right? For everything, right?
Again, shots fired. That's how you feel.
Shots fired. So let me ask you this question. that song you played for the ladies. You said it was for the ladies, but do you have a song that's for the ladies that's gonna make me smile tonight before we get out of here? You know, something, because right now, before what you played, you was like, you know, I don't want this, I don't need this, get away and stuff. I mean, do you have like an I Need Love song, you know, like my LL Cool J? Have you ever did a song like that, or would you ever do one in the future?
I'll do one in the future. I mean, if I'm talking to the ladies right now, it's, you know what I'm saying?
You don't have not one song like that.
I have some extracurricular songs for the ladies, but as
What's
far as like,
extracurricular mean? Can you define what the extracurricular means so we can
go ahead like you don't know?
we can go into it, you know.
No, I don't know. Extracurricular can mean a lot of things. You know, what does that mean? Extracurricular.
Oh, you see.
She gonna suck me all night.
Okay, she a eater. When she suck it, wanna beat her. She suck it like a keeper. Slayer did not leave her. Suck it like a leecher. Swallowed all my people. She hit me with that dope. Now I'm digging in her rear. She took the whole bowl and didn't even tell her. She said she like cream.
Right there, I think. Is that
She sucked me, then I drill her. Smothered in the liver. Pull out, let her clean her up. She need creep, lick. Say she need a dick. Slide and get the head in the lady hit his head. While she suck me, pussy drip. Now she wanna feel it. Rock while on the bone. It was nothing when she finished. She don't know our business. Pull that dress up. Yeah. All in, sucking through the jeans, got me coming in my britches, grabbing on them titties, so ball game is exquisite, mouthpiece like a dentist.
okay? You got somebody doing some vocals there, singing a hook, huh?
Yeah, got one of my young boys.
Okay, I feel that's that extracurriculum song, huh? Extra activity, whatever, you know, whatever you call it.
You gotta have that little something.
A little something for them. Okay, that's so I can hear that. That's something, you know, that you hear like in a strip club or something though too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For the ladies.
For the ladies, that's for the ladies. So what? But we're gonna get one of them I Need Love songs from you, like LL Cool J did. You know, we can get one of those from you in the future.
I guess it's probably. I don't know. We're gonna see.
No. Any collaborations with any females coming up?
Honestly, I've been working on trying to get some female collaborations. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely open to it. It's just, you know what I'm saying, finding a female that really want to sit down and, you know what I'm saying, collab.
What do you think about the Amina chick?
The who?
The what's her name? Oh, you she was on the block and you liked her track.
Oh, coming to freestyle. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
No, hey, that shit was hard. I showed my
brother. It was hard, right?
Yeah, I showed my brother. He's like, yo, she's spitting. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. When she posted, I was like, wow.
And I went to the page to see it was some more shit. I'm like, damn, that's just one.
Yeah, she popped and post that one thing that popped out. You know what I'm saying? Just teasing.
The nigga real hard. I'm thinking I'm finna go see some shit.
That was it. Good stuff.
I'm definitely waiting.
Yeah, that's somebody. Yeah, definitely inbox her and stuff and everything. You can see yourself doing a track with her.
Oh yeah, because just from the track that she chose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love them up north beats. That's what I started rapping on. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
like just somebody who to choose that type of beat when all the other type of beats that's out here. That lets you know like she really be going in.
Yeah, that was she did that to what track that was? She was at that I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, right? That's what she was doing to. Yeah, that she freestyled on. Right, right.
Man, they got decades on it, and people ain't digging into the crate like that. They're trying to jump on what's hot, what's new, what's trendy. So for her to pull that out, it was like, okay, she really trying to get in her bag. Right.
Yeah. That was hot and stuff. So what about like any of these artists that's out now? Like if you can pick one or two to do a collab, who would it be?
Like that's actually in the industry?
Yeah.
I mean, probably like Jack Boy. I mean, I'm an old head, so you know what I'm saying. I want a feature from Trick.
Who?
Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy, yeah. Trick Daddy's nice.
And definitely Bootsy. I'm three.
Okay.
I'm three.
I can see that.
Yeah, I really can. And stuff. And everything. Well, Kat, you hit us with some fly tracks tonight.
I appreciate
it. We had to do the solo. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still looking at a black screen on my face, but just say you see me, so I don't know what's going on. You know what I tried to do? I tried to, because my cell phone was died, and I tried to plug it in and charge it off my laptop here, so maybe that's what messed it up. Or maybe the DJ did it, you know?
I don't know. I see a picture of you, though.
Huh?
I see a picture of you.
You should see a picture.
Like, yeah, we got this night. Like, we got a nice freeze frame photo of you.
What about you?
Like, just look like you're looking down at your phone at this moment.
Really? I mean, can you fix that?
I've tried.
Can you call your people at stream? Well, now you're gonna take me off.
It didn't fix it. You said to try to fix it. It didn't fix it.
It's tough, but anywho, so it's so awesome. So tell everybody where they can find your music at and everything, and you know, what platforms you on, where they can download you at.
I'm on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Captain Capo Brown, Instagram, Twitter. It's gonna be Capo G850, and on Facebook it's Capo Brown.
Okay, all right.
So
you hear that, people?
If you can't remember that, just type in Captain Capo Brown, and I'll pull up.
And you pull, you know, whatever you type in, he's gonna pop up. Even on the block, you type in him, he's gonna pop up. He's gonna pop up. You can find him anywhere, especially the block and stuff. I was looking at that video with the ashtrays. What was the ashtrays you did? You put a video on it, yeah. That now, what is that made out of? That was interesting. Is it made out of what type of is it like stone, or what do you make those out of?
No, I made that out of epoxy resin. Okay.
All right. Wow. I thought some, and I think the other ones was it the coasters. It was the one I started looking and thought it was license plates. I was like, this dude's doing license plates too.
That's the rolling.
I was like, he's doing license plates too, but then I only had to look at it.
Instead of holler at me, I might print on some Captain Grimm license plates.
You might print on some license plates.
I might. Okay, right. But I put up some rolling trays. I put up some ashtrays, and I think it might be a mask or a coaster video up.
Okay. All righty. Well, I want to thank you, Kat, for sticking it in with us and stuff. I don't know what happened to Man U. Well, we know what happened to him. He was in his car. He did apologize, though. He sent me a message saying, you know, he apologized. He got caught up and everything, and he really want to come back on. So let's see what we can do here and everything. But so when can we expect you to be back on here? When you drop the next come out with the next series of singles? When that's going to be? Because we got to know so we can line that up to get you back on again.
I mean, I got time. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I drop a new video, I got time. Whenever I drop a new album, I got time.
You got time?
Yeah, I'm on a promo run right now, so I got time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's right.
All right. Well, I want to thank Kat for coming up again with us, second night in a row. He hit us up with some awesome tracks tonight. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. You know, he was our DJ tonight. You know, he didn't leave us hanging. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to drop no coins or nothing. You know, you know, he just played it. You know, I think the DJ we had on set, you know, he was looking for some coins, you know, but DJ Vic Dog. Anywho, you know, I want to thank everybody for viewing and listening in to us and sending in your comments and everything. And don't forget to download The Block, available in all app stores for free under Everything Entertainment Expo. download it, join us, come on the block. Tomorrow we have a hot show tomorrow. We're going to be talking to Mr. Derek Love about Sober Up City, okay, which is going to be very interesting. Okay, we're going to be discussing his drink called Exhort Premium. I'm going to have some input on that as well myself. Okay, so everybody tune in tomorrow at 8:15, so we can chop it up with Mr. Derek Love. And again, Cap, thank you so much. And I've been waiting for my stuff, Cap. Remember, I'm a big girl, so you get your people behind them sewing machines and let them know, look, I got tied up in New York, she a big chick, so get them behind them, whatever they got to do, the sewing machines or whatever. I want some stuff.
I got you.
Get them, you know what I'm saying?
Don't smoke. You drink, though.
I don't smoke. Yeah, I don't smoke, but I do drink. So you can send me your drinkers package and stuff and everything, and, thank you so much and stuff. And peace out, everybody, or I'll let Big Dog take us out.
I think you've done it.
I don't know.
I got you, dog. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. I got you some stuff.